Welcome everyone back to my channel. Now today our conversation is about framing your day. But first, I want to ask you a question. I'd like you to spend a few moments to pause and check in inside of yourself. Find the feeling that you experience inside and spend a moment to define what that feeling feels like. Is it happy? Is it peace? Is it confusion? Is it stress? Is it overwhelm? What is it? Now ask yourself whether or not this is the framework that you have used to capture your entire day. When you wake up in the mornings, do you have a set definition, a set way, a set purpose of being and appearing in the world that you show up as for everyone to experience, including yourself? And what about if someone asks you, how is your day going? Do you respond, I'm having a terrible morning, oh, it is fine, or whatever it is? Now, this conversation today is not about misrepresenting what you're having or experiencing for the day. Rather, it is a conversation of how you frame your day. So let's get started. In my coaching experience working with different individuals and healing other people, I noticed that quite a few people represent their day based on an experience. And usually it is an unpleasant experience that they have gone through, or they may be carrying along with them that has already happened, but they have not let go of. Now, as a spiritual business owner, as a spiritual leader, and as a spiritual practitioner, you probably understand the importance of taking control of your life and your circumstance. And yet you may be feeling a little incapacitated or disempowered to take on and tackle those feelings so you can end up feeling better, making better decisions, and creating a better path, a smoother path, a more enjoyable path for your day as you go along and living it. Now, there are 3 tips that I'm going to share with you in this video that has helped me, and there are 3 tips that I'm going to share in this video that have helped me and that have also helped my clients to enjoy more peaceful, calm, Zen days that they can experience and love. Now, the first thing is, as spiritual individuals, I have used this story quite often about a whale. A whale is a mammal. And you know a whale needs air because the whale is a mammal. And it lives in the water, ironically, however, for all of its life. Now, if that whale does not come up for air to breathe, it's going to suffocate, it's going to get weak, it's going to die. It's going to feel horrible. We can project about how that whale likely feels if it does not have air. As spiritual individuals, then we are no different. We're living in the earth, in the natural plane, on the natural plane, in earth. You know what? Okay, cut that part out. We're living on earth. And because of that, and we are spiritual individuals, it is highly important that we come up for our spiritual connection. So I want to ask you, how do you start your day? Because the way you start your day is usually setting the precedence for how your day is going to generally go. There are 3 things I recommend that will allow you to frame your day rather than going throughout the day considering it being a horrible day and biting everyone in your path and really creating a disastrous situation in your own life. Because the reality is that everything that you want to manifest in your life and everything that you want to have is about manifestation. So manifestation is about having any and everything that you want. And what I do know is that it's important to set the energy state for you to attract what you're trying to have. Now, this video is not a manifestation video per se. There are other videos on the channel that deal with that. However, as I just said, everything is about manifestation because it's all about creating and becoming. It's all about having new things and setting new goals for our lives and for our experiences. So consequently, all discussions that I have really comes right back to manifestation. How do you preface your day? There are a few recommendations that I'm going to make. The first of which is, when you wake up in the morning, because you are a spiritual individual, it is important for you to connect spiritually. Now, that's not a big scientific task. It's not a rocket scientific task. It is very simple, and I think a lot of people complicate this process even more than it needs to be. A simple way that you can really get connected when you wake up is to relax and breathe deep while you're in between sleep and awake state, and just drop inside. Drop inside of your solar plexus, somewhere inside your body, and connect. Just imagine that you are hanging out in there with you, with yourself, your beautiful spiritual self, and with your spirits and with your guides. Now, when you drop inside, there is a feeling that you're going to feel. It is a kind of settling in, a kind of feeling that says, I'm safe. And while you are in that space, that was the first tip, then I want you to connect and to set an intention for your day. In other words, visualize what your day will look like. This may not mean your day will go exactly as you visualized. However, I tell you one thing, that day will go even better once you do that than it would have if you did not. So just drop in and visualize. Visualize all the people that you have difficult relationships with, and visualize yourself correcting or making peace or having a wonderful communication experience with those individuals. And the third and final thing is, when something happens as you move through your day, don't allow a negative experience to frame your day. So what do I mean by that? Just as I said when I started, when people have an experience, they use that experience to define their day. Either they say they've woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, or I had a horrible morning. This happened and this happened and this happened. Now, how do you prevent yourself from doing this? It is something that I personally was not able to do, but through practice, I have now really been able to encapsulate that event. That event is one capsule in my day. It does not frame my day. It does not determine what my day is going to be like. I set the tone for my day. So I acknowledge that thing that may be upsetting, whether it is my mechanic who didn't do a good job repairing my car and now it's broken again, which has happened, right? And so now I acknowledge that. I acknowledge my upset feelings, and then I move past it. It's probably not as easy to do for some people, but the whole idea is just staying in the feeling of anger and dissatisfaction and just surrendering yourself to it until it passes on. It will wear away. Just be present to that feeling and let it run its course. And now you're free. Never talk about that experience again in your day. It doesn't define your day, it doesn't frame your day. That is one experience. Now you have the whole day to move on to the other amazing experiences that you'll have. Being able to switch the circumstances and the conditions at a whim like that causes you to have more power over your day. And it also helps you to generate a better experience, whether it's in your business or your life. Your mind is clear. You can make better decisions. You can move your business forward. You can move your leadership forward. You're not puking on everyone or vomiting on them or biting their heads off because you have dealt with that situation. And now you are free, raising your own vibration so you can attract the things that you really want. Because sitting in that energy suppresses what you want. So my friends, I hope these 3 tips have been very valuable to you. And I would love to know how you frame your day. Are there other things that you do that you frame your day by? Share below so that we can all participate. And if you really have enjoyed this video, do subscribe, do share or like, and I will see you next time in our next video. Bye for now.